Hello everyone!
Welcome back to
Drink Read Fabio!
I'm Kate Brimmer.
And I'm Sophia Kayabas, and we are your hosts of this podcast. Today we are talking about Twisted Love
by Ana Huang.
Yes! You know her, you love her, she's a Booktok popular queen, and we're gonna talk all about it today and get into it. Things we liked, things we didn't like. If you're watching this, there's probably gonna be spoilers, so don't if you haven't read it, but if you have, you can keep watching. We also met Ana Huang. We're basically besties, so.
We're besties.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna start with our likes.
Yeah.
Or our dislikes.
Likes.
Okay.
The first thing we want to talk about overall is just like the drama. Was so good.
Yeah, love the drama.
This is definitely a book that you pick up because you want to just like get into it. And there were so many good parts, especially, you know, like with her dad and everything, and the big, I don't even know how to say it, like reveal, I guess. I loved the big reveal in this book. She really kept you on your toes. She really made sure that like you were always invested, always interested, and never kind of got bored. Mm-hmm. So, like when they expose her dad of like being literally Satan, and he comes in, he's like, "Get away from my girl," and like saves her.
Yeah,
I loved that part so much. That was so good. Ugh, things like that. I live for the drama in these kinds of books.
And it was like high stakes drama.
Oh yeah. The stakes were so high.
So high.
It was so fun the whole time. Regardless of anything, the stakes were always very high. Anxiety was up there.
Like death.
Like death.
My number 3, kind of similar. Just like the overall vibe that the whole book had. It gives off like this very like classy, rich, but like very moody and dangerous as well, and like kind of sexy, and that's just really fun to read about.
So fun,
because it like kind of has like 50 Shades of Grey vibes and like Gossip Girl vibes. So yeah, I really liked that.
Yeah, same.
And if you check out our Insta, I made a whole like vibe of this book post.
Yes.
So,
and you know, Alex is like your typical hot rich guy.
Yeah. That
a lot of girls like romanticize about.
Yeah. Totally.
And she's like the hardworking little gal.
Yes.
My number 2 is this trope. I love brother's best friend. I love brother's best friend. Because how hot is that? It's kind of like, ooh, like, we don't want them to know, but like, but you're there and you're like untouchable, but like, I want to touch it. I love things like that. Yeah. It's one of my favorite tropes.
It's like, you're not supposed to, but you want to.
And they're always around.
Yeah, like you know them so well.
Staring at them, and like if you like have to like hide behind like the door to like do things.
Yeah, the sassy, sneaky stuff.
I love it. Anyway,
my second was whenever she has that like major nightmare, and he like does everything to make her feel better, and like makes her hot chocolate and like cuddles her and stuff, and he says, "I'll drain every fucking lake and ocean in the world if I have to," because she has like that fear of drowning and stuff because of her mom. And like that was kind of dramatic. Like that sentence is pretty dramatic because like what does that even mean? Yeah, like it's just cute. Like we really love the dramatic, like drain every ocean for you. So like, oh my god, okay.
Okay, Alex. Fine. And my number 1 favorite thing about this book is the girl gang. Her little friendship group, which like we all know all the books are based off of one of them. Yeah. But they really set it up good in this book and like make you fall in love with every single girl. You're like, oh, this is like the dream girl gang group. Yeah. It's like a freaking princess. There's Ava, who's like the smarty gal. There's Julia, who's like the I'm too hot for myself and like sassy and fun. And then there's Stella, who's a freaking influencer. How fun. How fun. So fun. I love them all so much. And I really fell in love with them. Spoiler alert, I've read them all already. I really fell in love with all of them in this first book, which really made me want to read the other books. I was like, I'm gonna figure out how their friends find love.
Yeah. Gotta find the love for the friends, because they're all badass bitches.
They're such badass bitches. They're so, like, Sex in the City vibes. I love them.
Love it. My number one was when he taught her how to swim.
It's so good. It's such a cutie
And,
little
like, helps her
part.
face her fears. I'm like,
yeah, that's
you're kidding me?
Nice.
That's so freaking cute.
And
because the whole kind of book, he's kind of, like, moody and, like, whatever. So, like, when those kind of guys in books, like, show their tender side and, like, their loving side, I'm like, okay, she broke the ice in his heart. And I just think it's cute.
It's really cute. That was really, really cute.
Yeah.
And he would be so patient with her
I
whenever she, like,
know.
freaked out.
So freaking cute.
Oh, all right. So that was our legs.
Mhm.
We actually have to do, I'm going to do a little special call out to the sex scenes.
I don't even remember them really.
The sex scenes in this book.
Kate says 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. They're really good. Ana Huang knows how to write a good sassy part. Anyway, continue.
Okay, now we're doing things we didn't like.
Dislikes. My first thing that I really didn't like was Thanksgiving. Do you remember the Thanksgiving dinner? So basically, Ava invites Alex over for Thanksgiving with her dad, who we all know is the worst. And I just remember the whole time getting like secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
The whole time, because it's really awkward and like nobody really wants to talk, and they kind of start like this weird fight, and you're just like sitting there like
Right. Anxiety inducing.
I hate uncomfortable moments like that in books. I'm like,
it's like not fun to read, but
No.
you have to go through it.
I kind of get it, but oof, that one hurted.
Yeah. My first one is when he sings karaoke for her, which, like, if he was like singing something cheesy and silly, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cute. But it's the fact that he's singing a serious song, like, genuinely, and they're like, oh, he's actually like a really good singer. Like, it's just like
Where did
that.
that voice come from? And he's like, I don't like to sing.
Yeah, like, I think if a guy that didn't sing, like, really ever, went up on stage and sang to me, I'd have the ick. Immediately have the ick.
Even if he was really good.
Yeah, I'd still would have the ick because I'm like, what do you think you're doing? This is weird. Like, we're singers, and I would never sing karaoke for real. Unless I was hella drunk.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's kind of like...
Yeah. I would never like go out there and try to perform.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Like the performance.
Oh, yeah.
It just
like
kinda
makes me cringe right now.
I know.
The second thing I want to talk about is the very beginning when he picked her up from the side of the road.
Why?
I thought I wasn't going to like this book from that first part. Because it was just like so weird the way he handled it. Like, she was just like on the side of the road and he drives up. He doesn't say a word to her. He's just like, get in the car.
Get in the car. He's like mad at her for no reason.
He's like mad at her for his friend making him go and pick her up, and he was such a douche to her the whole time. He's like, get in.
And she's like wearing like a white shirt and he can see through it the whole time.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. So cringe.
Girl.
So cheesy.
Yeah.
And like I was just like, this guy's a stick in the mud. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just be like, hey, are you okay? Like,
or just be like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry you got stuck in this position.
Yeah, literally.
Let's get you home.
And it's her brother's birthday. And he's like
annoyed about it.
Pick you up and go get Kate.
I know. I was like, ew.
Dumb. So my number 2 is just like, I just don't love the moody guy, but that's like personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of like you're saying, like in that moment, they kind of just come across as a jerk a little bit sometimes. And I'm just like, can you have some fun?
Yeah.
Like, can you make jokes? I don't know. He's just very serious. And that's just not my kind of guy, but that's just preference. I think it works in this situation because
he's one of the better ones.
Yeah, it works because of the drama and like the situation they're in. But yeah, I just prefer a more lively man.
Yeah, it's just like, why?
Yeah,
Why
it's
do
just
you feel the need to act this way?
well, I mean, he has a bad childhood, but so does she.
Yeah.
So, and she's like super bubbly. I don't know.
Fine.
He's just serious.
Jerky.
He has it out for revenge, so he needs to be evil.
Yeah. And my last part, and this is the part that really got me, was the end. I'm like the beginning and the end. And like how they broke up. And then I was like, girl, you're gonna make him wait months.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was overkill. I was over it. They broke up for kind of a stupid reason. I mean, yes, he lied to her. I get it.
Yeah.
But it was never out of anything hurtful or like towards her in a way. It was all actually the opposite, to protect her.
Yeah, to
and
protect
to, like,
her.
Be there for her.
Literally.
And she's like, I can't be with you because you didn't tell me that truth.
Yeah.
And then it made him like literally follow her across the like universe and stand outside her dorm like every day just to walk her home.
I know.
For months? I was like, girl, you gotta give this guy a break.
Yeah, you gotta give this man's a break. He's like in gangster modes. Like, he's like fucking about to get killed.
You have to understand that some things are just not things you should know until you're like, especially in this case, like married?
Yeah.
A part of him?
Yeah,
Because if
just,
you
like,
know you could
closer.
get killed. Like, he's protecting you.
Yeah, queen.
Anyway, I
What'd
thought
you
that was
know?
so dumb.
Yeah, that was
Ugh,
dumb.
that made me so mad.
I just hate like the groveling, the severe groveling when I'm like, okay, like there is some instances where groveling is necessary, but
months?
But most of the time, like, you need to like put things in a perspective
And just talk to each other.
Yeah, communicate. Oh my god, Jesus, everyone needs to talk. Anyway, my number one is like some of the dirty talk was really cringy. And like honestly, I could probably point out one line in every romance book, a dirty talk line, that makes me cringe. But in these like more dramatic books, they're always gonna have one that I'm like, no, I cannot.
Do you know which one?
Yeah, I have two. He says, "You're about to find out what happens when you invite yourself into the lion's den."
Oh, you told me that one. Oh, yeah?
Why? Why? Who thought?
Wow.
She's reading that and she's going, these girls are going to think this is so sexy. If some guy ever said that, like, you're going to see what happens when you're invited to the lion's den, I'd be like, who do you think you are calling, like, your bedroom the lion's den? Like, ew. Get over yourself. Are you fucking Simba? Like, what the hell? And then when she's in bed, like, it's one point in the book, he describes her as a sacrificial virgin waiting defilement. Ah! I don't like that. That just sounds like evil and also like, like creepy. Creepy!
Sounds creepy.
It sounds creepy. Because, right, she's a virgin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna defile this bitch.
Yeah, and defile? Ugh. Ugh. I don't like
Just
that.
the way books talk about losing your virginity.
Yeah, it's just like the serious guys in these books or like the really sexual guys, like they kind of objectify the woman in some instances and I'm like, that's not hot to me.
It's hot.
It's gross.
In a sense, like if that's like
If that's what they like, if the girl is like responding well to that, and like there's some instances in the book where I'm like, okay, she's liking it, so I'm
into
liking it.
Yeah.
Because she's consenting
but
to
it's
it.
when it's
a thought, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna defile her, that virgin. It's like,
it's a different one. Like they're like
when it's the mood,
they're literally saying it to like get you in the mood. But it's when they're thinking it, being like, you are below me.
Yeah, it's like
gross.
So yeah, that's all our things. What did you rate the book?
I rated it a 4 out of 5.
Okay,
maybe like 3.7.
Okay,
I'd say 3.7.
I think I rated it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed it, but it wasn't something I'm gonna think about. But it made me want to read
the other ones. Yeah.
So.
I love trashy romances like this, so.
Yeah. I think like,
really
I love a good trashy romance. I don't know.
It just wasn't your guy though.
Yeah, it just wasn't my
your
guy. It just was my guy.
Which I'm excited for you to read the other ones.
Yeah. I'm excited too. So yeah, what did you guys think? Did you like Twisted Love? Do you think it's overhyped? Because I could see how people think it is, because I wouldn't say it's like, you know, anything special, but it's just like really fun.
It's just, I think what makes it stand out above the rest is that you're not going to find books like this very often, like with this storyline, this plot. And I feel like a lot of the times we always talk about it, how romance novels kind of are the same over and over again. And Ana Huang just takes everything to the extreme, so it's super creative, super unique, and keeps you entertained the whole time. Yeah. Which I think is really special. And that's why these are so hyped. Because you're finally getting something new out of a romance novel.
It's high stakes, but it's not fantasy.
Exactly.
So it kind of like puts you in a fun, unique world that you might not normally read about in romance.
Exactly.
Anyway, tell us what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And we'll see you guys next week
on Drink Read Fabio. Bye.